All right. Hello, everybody out there. Yes, once again, it's been a while since I've done a video. No particular great important reason. It's just when I come home from work, I'm lazy. I just sort of want to sit back, relax. Um, go online. Watch videos and watch a movie, play some video games, and stuff like that. At the moment, though, however, I'm trying to reorganize my movies, trying to get stuff up on these shelves that I've got. Trying to clean all the clutter out of my room because my room was just becoming a fucking mess. Um, and that's really one of the things too. I started doing that a while ago, and I'm almost done. I'm gonna work on that also later tonight. And yeah, right now I'm gonna do a DVD update. I also have some comic books, but I might save that for a separate video because I've got quite a few to show. I've gotten some stuff because it was a free comic book day, May 4th. And I went to my local comic shop. They had some stuff that they gave away, and I also bought some other stuff, some single issues and some paperbacks, and so I'll just probably do a separate video on that. Right now, I'm just gonna talk about some DVDs. It's all DVDs. I got no Blu-rays or video games, and there's a lot of stuff out there I want to get. I'm trying to save some money so that I can as opposed to just spending like $20 on one movie, I'd rather take like $20 and buy a bunch of stuff online. Uh, you know, buy three movies with $20 if I can do that. And yeah, let's get into it. See if I can keep this under 15 minutes. First off, it's probably the only horror movie I got. I haven't been buying a lot of horror movies because a lot of the stuff that's been coming out has just been a bunch of crap. Every once in a while, if I find something that I like. And there's a lot of older stuff that I want to get, but I haven't really been buying horror, mainly just action right now. But this one is a movie that came out last year, and I really enjoyed it, and that is The Collection, the sequel to the Collector, another movie I really enjoyed, and this sequel really improves on the ending of the original film. Uh, I would say definitely check these movies out, especially if you were not a huge fan of like the Saw movies and you think this is what sort of similar because it was written by the guys that did like the last couple ones. This is actually completely different. In fact, I would say I like these movies a lot more than Saw. I was never a huge fan of those movies. Um, Mainly because fucking M Night Shyamalan is laughing at those twist endings. I mean, every movie there's always like a fucking twist, and they don't really make a whole lot of sense. And I don't know, they made too many of those fucking movies too. But anyway, The Collection, this is a good one. Uh, I definitely want to check this one out again because I want to watch it with the commentary and check out some of the features. So yeah, it's The Collection. It's a good one. Next up, I got three Gary Daniels movies. I've been trying to, get some more Gary Daniels stuff. I got a ton of his stuff already, and I know a lot of the movies he made weren't that good, but I wanted to check them out. So I got American Street Fighter, which I can pretty much bet this is probably not going to be very good. I've seen footage of it. It looks pretty fucking bad. But anyway, it's American Street Fighter. Also got Fatal Blade, which this and that are out of print, but you can still get these pretty cheap on Amazon. And it's not like there's a ton of people out there that are trying to get these. But yeah, it's Fatal Blade, and hopefully I'll be maybe able to upload these someday. And also I got The Lazarus Papers, which also stars Danny Trejo, Tommy Tiny Lister, and Bai Ling. This one, I don't think this was ever released in the United States, like at all. Or is this a? Because oh no, wait, it was. Never mind. I thought this was a. I thought this was an Australian DVD for some reason. Okay, I guess this was released in the U.S. I'm looking at the disc now. Yeah, I don't know. I fucked up on that. The Lazarus Papers. I don't know. I think I read a review online saying that this was pretty decent. It's supposed. It's like It's kind of like. I guess it deals with like magic or something. I don't know. You can look up the plot for yourself, but it sounded weird. So I don't know. It's Gary Daniels, and trying to fill out my collection on that. And what I was saying about uploading this stuff, I haven't uploaded anything on my other channel because I lost the unlimited upload limit because I uploaded The Perfect Weapon with Jeff Speakman. That was kind of my dumbass fault because I kind of figured it's Olive Films. What are they going to do? There's some low-level company. And, of course, I ended up getting a strike from Olive Films for copyright. I haven't gotten any other strikes on that channel. I think it expires in June or July because I got it in January. So it could be in either June or July. But if I get it back, the unlimited upload, because I think if you get one strike, it'll go away after 6 months. But I'm not really sure about that. Hopefully it will, because I don't want to have to close that channel and start another one. Because after a while, I'm assuming that YouTube's going to catch wind of what I'm doing, and they may ban me. Because I don't know if they do that. They might, but I'm not sure. So if I get it back, you'll know because you'll see a new upload that'll be a full movie. Because I got a ton of stuff that I want to upload, and I'm going to try and stick to stuff that's out of print, or just rare stuff that a lot of people either haven't heard of, or stuff from overseas from companies that may not be too frequent on YouTube. Although nowadays that's kind of hard to avoid. So that's why I haven't been posting stuff on the other channel, because I don't want to upload a movie in parts again. I don't really want to do that anymore. So yeah, and like I said, I've tried going to other places like VHD, but I can't. Every time I go to upload, it always says that the server's like overloaded and I can't upload shit. So anyway, moving on. Next up is Highlander 2. This is the Renegade version, and I got this because this actually has a commentary track with Russell Mulcahy and producers Bill Panzer and Peter Davis, which is not on the special edition because the special edition is a different version than this. And this also has a 22 making of documentary, basically talking about this Renegade version and why they had to do it and all the changes they made and stuff like that, which is cool. And if you're a fan of the movie, you probably recommend getting this. And I also recommend getting the 2-disc special edition because they did add new effects to Highlander 2, new digital effects. They also have a documentary about the making of Highlander 2, and they get a lot of people back to talk about the movie. Not everybody, like obviously they didn't get Sean Connery, they didn't get Virginia Madsen or Michael Ironside, which is weird that they couldn't get him to come back and talk about it. But they did get Christopher Lambert, the two producers, and Russell Mulcahy, the writers, the special effects people, the editors, all those people to come back and talk about the film. So if you're a fan of the movie, get both versions so that you can get all the features. And the new release, which was actually done by Olive Films, doesn't have any of the features, so you have to get those older DVDs. Next up is some stuff I got from overseas. Got Magnificent Warriors with Michelle Yeoh. Really love, big fan of Hong Kong martial arts films, so pick that up. And then I got 2 Jackie Chan films from overseas. The Young Master, which this, I believe, was his first directorial debut. That's the first one he directed. He also wrote this one. Old School Kung Fu. So, yeah, looking forward to checking this out. And Hand of Death, which this was actually directed by John Woo. This was the last martial arts movie that John Woo made before he did the Red Cliff movies. Before he did, the heroic bloodshed films, he started out making kung fu films, and this is the last one he did with Jackie Chan. I believe Sammo Hung is in this as well. Yeah, he's in this also. And this is, it was written and directed by John Woo. Unfortunately, this is kind of a lie because Jackie Chan isn't the main star. And in fact, he actually dies in the 3rd act. Some other guy's the lead. But I'll still check it out despite that. But yeah, that's Hand of Death. And the movie that John Woo would follow Hand of Death with would be A Better Tomorrow. And this is the 2-disc Ultimate Edition Steelbook. It's a limited edition, but I got it online for a pretty good price. It's 2 discs. Sit inside And I love Steelbooks. I was buying a lot of these at one time, but I kind of stopped after a while. But a fucking glare. I can't. But you get the idea. It's Chow Yun Fat lighting a cigar with a burnt $100 bill. So yeah, it's 2 discs. It's got some features on here. It's got an interview with John Woo and Chow Yun Fat. So if you're a fan of A Better Tomorrow, which I showed you a long time ago, I got the second one on DVD, and now I'm gonna watch this one. I'm gonna watch the other one back to back. Yeah, so this is basically the movie that sort of basically started the whole heroic bloodshed genre. And I've never seen it before. Uh, I doubt I'll like it like as much as some of his other stuff because what I've seen of it doesn't seem like this is basically like the foundation of what would come with like The Killer and Hard Boiled and some of the stuff he did here in the U.S. But still, it's got some features, a commentary. It's got a commentary with Bale Logan. If you're a fan of A Better Tomorrow, this is the version to get. Even though, from what I understand, they changed some of the music, but the original music track was only released in the Asian release, which is incredibly difficult to find, even harder to find than that one. But that one, like I said, has features, so that's probably the one you want to get if you like the film. Next up is I got 2 TV shows here. I got Spawn, the animated series. Now, I did have this already, but I found out that the box set I have actually is where they took the show. Every season they would edit together as one big long movie on flipper disc, so you have to watch half of the season on one side and then another half on another one. This has them individually, the episodes, and it also has a bonus disc with features on the making of the show, which is cool. And it's a Steelbook too, and like I said, I love Steelbooks. And these are not flipper discs. Like the other set I had was a bunch of flipper discs, so yeah, this was actually less expensive than the other set because the other set was out of print. So, and this is cool to have. Spawn, the animated series. And finally, I got. Well, this isn't the last thing, but what I'm saying is finally I got the final season of Batman the Animated Series, also known as The New Batman Adventures or The Adventures of Batman and Robin. I'm not sure. One of those two. Really love the show. Love Batman the Animated Series. I've said this before. This is probably the most faithful incarnation of Batman outside of the comics. And the show does something that none of the live action movies really do, and that is they show Batman being a fucking detective. That's one of the things about the movies that isn't there. Batman doesn't really figure stuff out. Here you see Batman investigate stuff, analyze evidence, come to logical conclusions based on observations and stuff like that. Maybe I missed something. If anybody knows any moments in any of the Batman movies where he's acting like a detective and he figures stuff out like that, please let me know. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. I haven't seen some of the other movies in a long time. But I know for sure that there was no, real detective work like in the Christopher Nolan movies that I can remember. But if there is, again, let me know. But yeah, love Batman the Animated Series. Finally have all 4 volumes of that. And now I'm going to move on to Batman Beyond, which I also enjoy. And then finally, from overseas, I got this triple action movie set, which has The Fourth Angel, Codename Silencer, and Good Cop, Bad Cop. I got this mainly for Good Cop, Bad Cop, which in America it's called Raw Justice, which actually, I think it's David Hayes, who was in 50-50 with, is it David Hayes or Peter Hayes? I think it's David Hayes, who was in Airplane. He was also in 50-50 with Peter Weller. He's in this. And the other ones I've never heard of. The Fourth Angel, which has Forrest Whitaker and Jeremy Irons. I've never heard of that. Codename Silencer, which has a weird cast because it has God damn it, what is that guy's name? He's on the cover, on the top corner. Okay, it's got Sonny Chiba, Brigitte Nielsen, Stephen Bauer, and I finally remember his name, Robert Davi. So it's a weird cast. Sonny Chiva, Bridget Nielsen, Stephen Bauer, and Robert Davi. I don't know. I've never seen these movies. But like I said, I got it mainly for that one. Oh yeah, Pamela Anderson's actually in this, and she does get naked. Back before we found out that she had hepatitis. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. If I get my unlimited upload back, you guys will probably check these out yourselves. But yeah, I haven't seen any of these, but I'm running out of time. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for what's coming next. Later.